How are y'all doing?
Good. How did it feel for you to be named a captain?
It was great, man. It's a really cool feeling, especially as a younger guy, just having that support from my teammates. And really, like I said, with being named a starter and then now a captain, nothing changes, same expectation. And now it's time to go out there and win some games. So, but I'm really excited. It's definitely an honor. It's a cool moment for me to be named a captain with those other guys. Just a bunch of great guys in the locker room. So we had a ton of guys that got votes, but definitely really cool.
Was it more painful to you to actually have to go to a store and buy that stuff, or to wear it?
No, I didn't.
Did he give it to you?
I would have never bought it. I would have never spent my money on that. But Terry, good friend Terry, he was kind enough to give it to me after. We had a bet, whoever won, the other person had to wear their team's stuff. So he brought me in like a full sweatsuit, medium pants, like everything's too small. It was funny though. It was good.
Back to being a captain, does it make it easier to do what you need to do from a leadership standpoint, to have that on your chest, as knowing that they recognize you as a leader now?
Yes and no. I mean, it definitely is. I guess it brings clarity to everything. But at the same time, there's a ton of guys on our team that won't have that C, that are just as much a leader as me or as anyone else. And so that does mean something. But also, there's a lot of other guys that help lead this thing, and we're all in it together. So, no one person has to carry it all. And like I said, we're all carrying it. So, but definitely an honor and proud for sure.
How has this week of preparation been different, Trevor? Obviously, it's the first game week, so in terms of both scouting the opposition and just for you preparing mentally for Sunday, how has it been different than those preseason games?
It's definitely different. Practice format changes a little bit. All eyes go towards the Texans, as before it was still working on our stuff and just trying to get better at what we do. And now it is still some of that, but it's more so game plan and trying to get out there and win a game on Sunday. So it changes a little bit. But the last two games, I felt like we kind of gradually moved into a game plan week, kind of normal. So that helped me mentally just get ready for what each day will look like as far as my routine. So especially for the Cowboys game, we had a good week of prep. So I'm basically just mirroring that. Obviously our game plan is a little bit more than what we had against Dallas, but from a prep standpoint, it's very similar.
What's the biggest point of emphasis for you as you get ready for this to go against this Texans defense?
Yeah, I mean this won't change every week, but just do what I do. Don't try to do too much. That's the thing. I got great players around me. Just trusting those guys, trusting Coach Bev, Coach Shoddy, everybody to put me in a good position, which they have, and just go and play. But as far as defensively, just a really sound defense. They don't try to necessarily trick you. They don't have a bunch of crazy looks and all these different coverages. They keep it pretty simple, but the tough thing about that is when you keep something simple, everyone's exactly where they're supposed to be, so it makes those windows tighter. They do a really good job when they play man coverage of not giving up big plays, so that'll be a challenge. But definitely like what we've seen from our group. But yeah, they do a good job. Zone eyes, really good job reading the quarterback. Like they've forced 10 turnovers this preseason, which is 3 games. That's a lot of turnovers. So that's one thing that jumps out off the page when you're looking at just their stats. But just the way they fly around has been impressive to watch.
Miles just got done saying how the whole 1 in 15 thing is something that he never wants to experience again. For the guys that were here last year, how much chatter in the locker room do you hear about, hey, we never want to go back there again? That was just way too humbling an experience.
We don't really talk about it much. Maybe at first when everyone was kind of new and everyone's getting here and we're asking how was last year? And we're trying to get a feel for what the team was like then and just how it's different now and all those things. But at this point, we got our group and we like who we have, and we don't really talk about what happened last year. This is a new team, new coaching staff, a lot of new players, a lot of the same players that are great players, but we've kind of moved on. So
when you see such a mixed blend of a roster where almost half the team is new, how do you feel like that is all coming together? Not just in terms of game plan, but just the relationships and how quickly the bond has sort of formed.
It's been great. I feel like right now we're a really close team. We've grown a lot since camp started, but we've been working on this since even before the draft. The guys have been working on this since, in January, February. A lot of the guys were here working out, getting to learn the new systems, all that, and then the draft class got here in late April or May, I guess it was May. And so we've been working since OTA, so it's been a few months in the works of trying to get this thing rolling, and we feel like we're in a really good spot. The team's gelling. We just got a lot of good dudes on the team, hard workers, and it's cool to be around. You know, you hear a lot of different things in college about the NFL and how guys only care about, you know, getting paid, and as long as they have a good contract and they're, you know, getting their money, they don't really care. But we just don't have guys like that here, so that hasn't been my experience at all. I think that's cool to be on a team like that.
What's been the process?
Did you lobby at all for quarterback runs in the offense?
Not really. It's just, I don't know. There's some things that we try to carry over, but also, I mean, Coach Bev, Coach Shoddy, our whole staff has been coaching for a long time in the NFL. And, I mean, there's guys like Lamar Jackson that can go out there and run the zone read 10, 12 times a game and be successful. But, I mean, I'm not really that type of guy, so I'm not lobbying to try to get more of that. But also that is something that I've had some success with and that we have practiced. So definitely that's something that we have the ability to do. But, no, I'm not really lobbying for that. I think we've had a good plan the last 2 weeks, and I really like what we got so far for the Texans and just rolling with that.
Do you think people might underestimate your ability to run or athleticism in terms of doing that? Or did that
Yeah.
against Ohio State kind of knock that out?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people say that, but also I feel like people have always been saying that people underestimate it. So I guess if everyone says that, then I guess people don't. So I don't know. But I really don't know. I think I'm faster than I look for sure, but I'm not going to blow anyone's socks off with my speed. But I can definitely move when I need to. So just something, the more you can have in your bag, especially in this league, got a lot of guys that can run on the D-line. Pass rush is really good. You got to be able to use your legs.
What's
Speaking
been the
of
process
speed,
of
you guys have had Tyron Johnson in
Yeah.
the building now
Oh, yeah.
for
Looks
a
good.
week. I see the smile. What have you seen from him the week plus that he's been here?
He looks great. He can fly. We've put him on some deep routes just to see him run, and he can open it up. He's looked great. Really excited to have him. He's been picking it up really quick. I mean, he just got here on, I guess that was Monday. Just came in here, and like first day we're putting him in there in the walkthrough and just trying to see how he learns everything, and he's done great. So excited for that. We got a lot of guys in that receiver group that have been playing well. Some guys that are a little bit banged up, but when they get back, I mean, we're pretty deep. So I'm excited, and obviously as a quarterback, that's really important. So we got a good group.
What's been the process of getting back in harmony with DJ Chark?
It's been great. Honestly, I don't feel like we've really missed a step. We've stayed a couple days after to get some timing routes and all those things just to make sure we're good. But, I mean, we've completed a ton of balls. And even last week, it was funny. Like, he couldn't really use his hand that much still, and he's catching everything with his chest. And I don't think we had one incompletion when we were throwing in the team periods, and it's just hitting his chest. You can hear it all the way from where I was throwing it. So that was cool. But he looks great, and you can tell his work ethic. I think him being out for a while, he was itching to get back. So it's been really nice to have him back.
It's a long season, but how important is week one for setting the tone for everything?
Man, yeah, it's super important. Super important just for this new season. All we've been working for, to get that first win under your belt, especially a division opponent. It's huge on the road. Just a lot of confidence going into the season. Like you said, it's a long season, and you need all that confidence and get it rolling. So that's all our focus is on right now, and just taking it one game at a time. Yeah, it's a long season, but you just got to take it 1 week at a time.
You played a ton of football, started a ton of games, but do you expect to be at all nervous, butterflies at all, first game on the road, NFL?
Yeah, I'm always a little nervous before almost every game, but especially like the first game. You know, we played some preseason, and I was nervous before those, but first official game, starting division game on the road, all those things, have a little bit of butterflies, but that's just part of it. But we'll be ready. I'm excited. It's gonna
They
be
just
fun.
blow away with the first throw, first play, they're gone?
Yeah, first play, get a good first play under your belt, get rolling. Sometimes take a little hit, kind of get you in the game. So, no, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trevor.
Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.